Media and content company Eduze has developed a mobile platform that operates like a digital library, offering free digital content to the public via their mobile devices. But in a country where data costs are high, internet connections are slow, and network coverage often is very unreliable, it has come up with some innovative solutions. Well, we're going to be finding out more about that. We've got Charles Beuthin. He's the co-founder and Managing Director of Eduze. Charlie, thanks for your time. A lot that I've said there in the intro. Firstly, I want to know how this works, because I've mentioned a host of things that work against you having this digital platform, but you say you found a way.
Sure. So our technology is based on Wi-Fi, on unlicensed Wi-Fi technology, the same you would have on an access point, a Wi-Fi access point at your home. But what we've done is create a Wi-Fi access point and a web server in one very small form box. This box can go in pretty much any environment. It can run off a $30 solar panel, so it can go in the middle of a field. It can go in any taxi, a classroom, a library, a hospital. And when the box is turned on, what it does is provide a Wi-Fi network, and over that Wi-Fi network it delivers like an in-flight entertainment experience. So you can stream and download movies and TV shows and ebooks, and it's super quick. You can download a movie in about 4 or 5 minutes, and it has no data costs whatsoever. So while you're nearby to the box, you have to be within range of the box.
Okay.
But if you're in range, then you can spend as long as you like, weeks if you like, connected to the content that's on that box and streaming it as much as you wish.
I want to find out where it is at the moment.
Well, that's the thing. So we're kind of launching as I speak right now. We're launching into a number of schools across the country, and we have a number of public sites that go for everything from retail to office, some fast food. So the idea for us is really to organically grow these sites and to provide these sort of free to access digital libraries across the continent. And wherever the library is, the content that's on that box is contextualized for the environment it is in. So if it's in a South African school, obviously we have curriculum content, we have career guidance. If it's on a bus, then maybe there's more entertainment content to keep people entertained on their way to work.
How do you source your content? Because you know, like you said, you have to make sure that it suits the environment. So you source it how?
Yeah, so we have most of our team is content driven. So my experience is in music and TV in the UK, and more recently here at MTV. Most of our team has got a content background, so between all of us we curate these amazing playlists of content from incredible providers, everyone from major international film companies through to the smallest independent documentary maker locally. So we have a content director who's an intellectual property lawyer. So we have a very keen relationship with a lot of content owners. Through our investor, TED Talks, they introduced us to several of the large international media companies that we really wanted to work with. So they've been invaluable in getting amazing content ranges. And then we have a cloud management system that can log into any of these boxes wherever they are, in a bus, in a taxi, in a school. I can sit in my office, log into a box, see what people are watching, upload new content, delete old content, and that's how we keep it updated and fresh.
Yes.
So the idea is I send a movie once using the data that I pay for. Once it's on that box, it can be distributed 1 million times, and it's completely for free.
Talking about your relationship with TED, but I want to find out how you make your money. This is free for me, so long as I'm within range.
Yes.
So you make your money how?
Yeah, so we have consumers. They're the people like yourself that might be near the box consuming the content we have, but then we also have customers, and those customers generally are sponsors or advertisers, so brands that wish to put their logo, their graphics, their informational advertising on one of these boxes in certain locations. So they might want to hit commuters and buses, so they can put their logo and all of their content onto the boxes alongside entertainment content and really offer a hugely compelling digital experience that's their brand bringing that kind of experience to a user. So it's much more dynamic than a digital banner, which tends to be what most people use online right now. So we have that, but then we also have what are essentially white labeled technology solutions, where a company might come to us and they want to distribute corporate training or in-office upskilling training, corporate entertainment or corporate training to their staff. If they have offices across the continent, some of those might not get very good connectivity. So we can manage that process for them. We can put the box into their offices. We can distribute their corporate communications and information. So yeah, those are our two sort of biggest. And then within the sponsorship, there's lots of other areas. You know, we can run mobile surveys. We can do voucher and coupon distribution. So we have 2 or 3 revenue streams that we believe are really offer a strong value proposition to the sponsor or the brand. And we also work with CSI, corporate social investment, in terms of schools, because we're a social impact for-profit business. TED, our investor, is a non-profit. But as such, social impact is our biggest driving force. So schools and educational areas, be it clinics, community centres, ECD centres, special needs, that's really where we have a massive focus, and you know, we're finding some great support from civic society, but also from corporates that have a social investment arm, and they can see the proposition of what we're doing.
Charlie, what have been the biggest hurdles that you've had? I mean, you said you're in rolling out phase at the moment, so these hurdles must be very fresh in your mind right now. What would help you overcome them, make this you know, come through to fruition a lot quicker, because this sounds like something that would work really, really well, especially I'm thinking education.
Yeah, so we're organically growing, as I said, so it's a bit of a slow burn as an infrastructure content business. We need infrastructure to get audience, but we need audience to get revenue, and we need revenue to buy more infrastructure. Unfortunately, our investment played some part in leapfrogging us through that paradox that we have to try and manage. But it would help us enormously if advertising agencies thought out the box a little bit. Often they do, but some of them really don't. And I mean, we believe we have a very innovative solution. So I guess it's people opening their minds up a little bit to what the possibilities of a digital experience can be as an advertiser. So you know, at the moment it is banners, which are easily trackable and easily targeted, and you can set a very fixed budget for it. But it doesn't add any real value to the user's life. Like for us, we really want to create an experience that has tremendous value, true intrinsic value to the user, not just this ephemeral advert that happens to try and push a product down someone's throat. So I guess that's one of our obstacles. But I mean, just leapfrogging that paradox, where if we could get a large campaign, we'd be able to roll out a large amount of infrastructure, which will get us a large audience, and then there's a snowball effect from that. So again, we're talking to a number of foundations and a couple of high net worth individuals, let's say, about helping us leapfrog into those locations where we can really deliver impact. Like 5,000 of our boxes across South Africa, we could hit 2 million people. We would hit around 2 million people a month, which is a significant number of people. So that's the idea, is to really try and grow this infrastructure.
Well, Charlie, we are going across the African continent, broadcasting there. Maybe some of these investors are watching you right now. The best of luck with that. And looking at the millennials wanting to experience things very digitally, I think you're in a very good space.
Thank you.
Congratulations and good luck. That was Charlie Beuthin, co-founder and Managing Director of Eduze.